Here tonight at WHS 11 News, we are breaking down what you will see on the ballot come Election Day. Right at the bottom, you've probably heard about it, there's Kentucky Constitutional Amendment number 2. You may be seeing the signs around town. It deals directly with abortion, but maybe not in the way you think. WHS 11's Isaiah Kim Martinez explains exactly what you're going to be voting for and the impact it could have for years to come.
It's been nicknamed the No Right to Abortion in Constitution Amendment. The verbiage has been described by voters themselves as wordy and confusing. Let's explain. First, let's read out the amendment exactly as it'll appear on your ballot in Kentucky. It reads Constitutional Amendment 2. Quote, are you in favor of amending the Constitution of Kentucky by creating a new section of the Constitution to be numbered Section 26A to state as follows. To protect human life, nothing in this Constitution shall be construed to secure or protect a right to abortion or require the funding of abortion. Vote yes or no. We showed the sample ballot to a couple Louisville voters. Do you understand what that means?
I do understand, but after reading it, I have to read it a couple times to really make sure that I'm processing it because the wording's a little awkward to me.
You have to read it closely. Seniors older than me, they'll be confused, and even the younger ones will jump to an answer faster than anything else.
Do you think some people end up voting yes, but they meant to vote no and vice versa?
Yep.
To be clear, you're not voting on legalizing abortion itself. By checking yes, you're simply saying you want the state constitution altered, specifically to say abortion rights and funding are not fundamentally protected in the Commonwealth. This is what anti-abortion groups are pushing for. By voting no, you're saying you believe Kentucky's constitution does secure the right to abortion and do not want any words added that say otherwise. This is where pro-choice groups stand. So the next question is, what would a yes or no vote do? To answer that, we need some context. Right now, the procedure is already banned in the state in almost all cases. Pro-choice groups have filed lawsuits on behalf of providers, claiming the ban is unconstitutional based on a Kentuckian's right to privacy and bodily autonomy. The state Supreme Court is set to hear the case on November 15th, a week after the election. But if Amendment 2 passes, the suit loses its merit, eliminating the ground on which pro-choice groups have been fighting. U of L law professor Sam Markison explains.
So any argument that tries to rely on the Kentucky Constitution to find either of those rights would be dead in the water, could not succeed.
Now, if Amendment 2 fails, the door stays open, leaving Kentucky Supreme Court with a major decision to make. Markison believes a no vote could very well affect how justices rule both in November and moving forward.
What we get is a lot more debate in the courts if the amendment fails. I think that it would be almost impossible for the justices not to take notice of it, allow their decision to reflect that vote in some way or another.
Now, Kentucky is one of 6 states addressing abortion on the ballot this election cycle, the most on record in a single year, according to Ballotpedia. Kansas is the only state to vote on its amendment already. It was voted down. In the newsroom, Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
And for a full breakdown of the other big races coming on the ballot in November, plus voter information, check out our election guide. Our staff has put it together at WHS11.com.